Good evening, Southern Maryland, and I'm lead forecaster John Bordash with you right now to give you your latest update on a potential blizzard that's going to be affecting us late this week into the weekend. But first, though, I want to quickly mention that we will see a few snowflakes later on tonight. It will not be related to our blizzard. This is just a quick little clipper system passing through, maybe up to an inch in some locations. This won't be a big thing. I don't think we'll see schools being closed or delayed tomorrow. No impact really, but it will be some conversational snowflakes, and that's why we have the winter weather advisory up, and also because it's rush hour. Additionally, those temperatures have been really cold the past few days, so what will fall will stick, but we're not going to be looking at a lot falling. It's all going to be low amounts. But now let's talk about our blizzard. I'm going to first show you two models, and then we're going to head into the graphics, and I'll show you my thoughts. So I'm going to minimize myself. All right, oh, there I am. Okay, so here's what I'm looking at. Well, here's what we're looking at. This is the GFS model or the American model. This is its midday run. And I really only like to look at models that come out either in the middle of the day, what we call 12Z, or overnight, what we call 0Z. But here's what we're looking at. This American model, you see it has a few flurries, some snow showers around for today. And you can see over here what the scale is. The greens, snow, the blues are the greens are rain, the blues are snow. If you see pinks or reds, that's going to be freezing rain. Orange will be sleet. And I want to push it on forward to hour 36:42. This is Thursday morning, or Friday morning. This model has this dry Friday morning, and I think your Friday morning commute will be fine. Will be a little chilly, but you will be fine. Getting to work or school will be okay. But as we start to push this on forward, this model has some light snow starting to come in as early as 12 to 1 o'clock. As you push on forward, this has heavier snows, moderate snows, setting up by the evening rush hour. And then as you push on forward, this has maybe a little bit of rain mixing on the southernmost tip of St. Mary's County, but this keeps a lot of us as snow. As you push on forward, heavier bands setting up, and that will help to accumulate that snow. And this has the snow really starting to push out by the time you head on over into the middle of the day on Sunday. Now I'm going to show you the North American model. This has a different solution. This is what we call the 18Z run, but it's the most recent run, so I will use it, even though I really like to stay with those 12 or 0Z runs. I'm going to push this on forward, and this is a short range model, so it does 3-hour forecasts. So this model has the snow pushing up not even until Saturday or Friday night. So according to this model, the Friday evening commute would be fine as well. So getting back from work and school at a normal time would be fine. But with the other model, it didn't say that. That said that we would be looking at moderate snow around this time. But nevertheless, both of these models keep us with heavy snow, moderate snow, very little mixing even, which I find surprising as the storm takes more of a southern track, and we're looking at a lot of heavy snow right on through the day into the middle of the day on Sunday. All of Saturday is going to be impacted. If you're trying to catch a flight on Saturday, it's not going to happen. Anything Friday is going to be really iffy. Later in the day you head, higher the chance of a delayed flight or a canceled flight. If you can rebook it, I would. If you can, if the airline's offering you to switch it, I would. And I think you need to. And I think just traveling, period, will be difficult. Nevertheless, we do have a whole bunch of different weather alerts in effect. We have a winter storm watch out to our west, a blizzard watch over southern Maryland and along the I-95 corridor in Maryland and Virginia. This is unprecedented. And we have over 127 years of work with the National Weather Service. And not once have I been able to find a time where they have issued a blizzard watch. Yeah, they've issued blizzard warnings, but they normally wait till after the event's gotten going. They never forecast blizzard conditions ahead of time. And that's what's so remarkable about this storm. The model consistency before the storm, and now we're starting to believe them. At first we were kind of cautious, but today you've seen a lot of people jumping on board with the idea of a major winter storm. And according to the National Weather Service, we could be looking at a blizzard setting up, and I honestly think tomorrow when these get updated to warnings and advisories, this winter storm watch in blue will get upgraded to a winter storm warning. Our blizzard watch in purple will get upgraded to a blizzard warning. The watches just mean we're watching for the potential, but we already know it's pretty likely that we're going up to warnings. Already looking at warnings out towards the west in pink in West Virginia. Now, again, the one thing with this storm is all about the timing, which we'll talk about in a second, and it's really kind of dependent on the storm path. Right now, I think the storm kind of hugs the coast. I'm thinking it might go a little further north than what some of the models say, but the model trends cannot be denied. They've all been hugging more of a southern solution, so I may have to update this, and if I do, you'll see it reflected in tomorrow's final call that'll be out. I'm going to wait till after we get our updated watches and warnings, so I'm thinking right around 6 or 7 I'll have my updated forecast. And I'm thinking maybe this goes closer up towards southern New England, and if that happens, they would see some moderate snow. If that doesn't happen, they're not really seeing a whole bunch of snow. I think Philadelphia to Richmond will be the core of the storm, with the center right on Washington. So here are our storm impacts. And it's kind of hard to see this. I kind of use all the same color, but the red area, major coastal flooding, 3 to 7 foot surge possible right up along our Atlantic beaches. Along the Chesapeake Bay, moderate coastal flooding, 2 to 5 foot storm surge coming. It's kind of like a tropical system in this respect, with 30 to 50, maybe even 60 mile per hour wind gusts possible, and that's why we have the blizzard watch up. If we can nail this down, the potential winds, that's when we'll get the upgrade to the blizzard warning. And you need 35 mile per hour wind gusts or more for 3 hours to get that blizzard warning, and I think we pretty easily have that in the bag. But those winds will be bringing in warm Atlantic air, along with the warm Atlantic moisture. So I think we're going to be looking at mixing along into the east of I-95. However, we will still see significant snow, but we could see sleet, freezing rain, or maybe plain rain mixing at points in this pink zone and definitely in the purple zone. Mainly a mixed situation down towards Ocean City, maybe ending as a little bit of snow. Their accumulation totals are definitely lower than really a lot of the mid-Atlantic, and it's all because of the warm waterways. But here's the storm potential. I showed this to you yesterday, where we're talking about a nuisance storm, disruptive, significant, or major. Nuisance, I've lowered that down to 5%. Disruptive, what was at 30% yesterday, it's down to 15%. Significant storm, taking a 50% chance. And above this major potential to 30%. So we have about, an 80% chance of a significant to major winter storm affecting the mid-Atlantic Friday into Saturday, potentially lasting into Sunday. And I still medium confidence tomorrow, if everything holds, that's going to go right up to high. So here's my winter storm snowfall forecast I put out earlier. And as you see, I kind of went a little conservative, and believe it or not, these are conservative low numbers. I put the 18-inch potential back out towards the west of I-95, with that potential for 12 to 18 right up along I-95 and to the west. And even parts of southern Maryland, Charles County, PG, and Arundel. I put a lot of the region under a 6 to 12-inch plus zone and a less than 6 out towards Ocean City. This will be a high-impact storm, no doubt about it, but that rain snow line is in question, and I'm thinking that the potential for higher accumulations is becoming more likely. And when I update this tomorrow, we could see, honestly, I'm thinking I'm going to have to up all of these totals significantly and move a few things around. It's looking like the heaviest snow may set up right along I-95. This could be a top 10 winter storm for Washington. The number 10 spot, that storm had 14.4 inches of snow. So you need to get above that to get onto the record books. The most snow we've ever seen, 28 inches back in 1922. And that's the only time we've seen over 2 feet of snow. And only on 3 occasions, including that, have we seen over 18 inches. So this will be a historic storm. Snowpocalypse, only 17 inches. The December snowstorm of 2009, that only had about 16. So we are looking at a lot of potential. But here are my snow chances. We're going to break everything down to a 1 to 3 range, 3 to 6, 6 to 12, 12 to 8, and 18 inches or more. And this is for southern Maryland. I think it's pretty almost definite we see at least 1 to 3 inches of snow. 3 to 6, pretty likely. 6 to 12, pretty likely. 12 to 18 is now looking possible, if not likely. And then 18 inches or more, before it was really low, and now I'm putting that closer to that possible range because I do think that could be achievable for some. So here are your early headlines. Timing. We're still trying to figure this out. Right now, I'm going to say the storm starts around the afternoon, between about 11 and 3 o'clock. It's all going to depend. Maybe as late as 4 or 5 for the first flakes. We're going to have to see, and we'll iron that out tomorrow. The storm may end Saturday night, or it could linger into Sunday morning, or Sunday midday even. The longer it takes to get the snow in here, the longer it will take to get out. This will be a 36 to 50 hour wintry event. Impacts: a high impact storm with heavy precipitation, whether that's snow, sleet, freezing rain, or just plain rain, and really high winds. This is going to be a really significant winter storm. I can't stress that enough. You're not flying out of this region on Saturday. You're probably not flying out Friday night. Probably not flying on Sunday. You might, well, Sunday morning, probably not. Sunday afternoon, you may be able to get a few things in and out. But again, it's going to be a really tough forecast for Sunday and Friday. Those are the 2 border days we're really going to take a look at. And accumulations, significant to major snowfall totals look very likely at this point. Here's what I can tell you to do. Stay with JB Weather. I will have the latest information with this blizzard and its impacts on Southern Maryland around the clock. A lot of other people and other sources are hyping this, and I don't believe in that. I don't believe in scaring the public. But this video is running long, so I'm going to wrap it up with this. Expect a really big winter storm this week. I can guarantee you with about a 95% accuracy we will see at least 1 inch of snow. 50% chance says we see over 8 inches. I'd say maybe a 30% chance says we see maybe over 15 inches. I'm going to have an updated forecast tomorrow, so I'm going to stick with what I have out right now. 6 to 12 inches or more. Blizzard watch is in effect. We're going to get a big update tomorrow with those watches and with my snowfall forecast. So stay tuned. Continue to share the word about JB Weather, and I'll continue to work for you all. And please keep it tuned right here. I will continue to keep you updated. I'm lead forecaster John Bordash with JB Weather. Have a nice and safe one, Southern Maryland, and keep a weather eye to the sky.